In this video, we're going to be looking at how to deal with a Pelican crossing. So Pelican crossings are traffic light controlled. It's normally push button operated, and the traffic light sequence includes the flashing amber light. We need to start out by identifying the crossing. Now this set of traffic lights here is the Pelican crossing. Now from a distance, as we approach the Pelican crossing, we need to start observing, looking for any pedestrian activity, so anybody walking towards the crossing or anybody waiting at the crossing. And we also need to check if anybody has pressed the wait button. I've just paused the video again, and we can see there's no pedestrian activity, so there's nobody crossing the road, there's nobody waiting to cross, and there's nobody approaching the crossing. We can also see the wait button hasn't been pressed, so the likelihood of these lights turning to red is very low. And you can also see the zigzag markings before and after the crossing. And just to remind you again, zigzag crossings means no overtaking and no parking. Let's move on and take a look at the next Pelican crossing. I've paused the video again. Now I want you to look in the distance, and we can see the next Pelican crossing. When I replay this video, you'd see it's the flashing amber light. Now if you continue to approach the pedestrian crossing at this speed, even if someone was to press the wait button again, it's very unlikely that it would turn back to red so soon. Let's take a look. There is some pedestrian activity on approach, but nobody seems like they want to cross the road. And as we get closer, you'd also be able to see the wait button hasn't been pressed. Now, if we did have the red stoplight, you'd progressively reduce your speed and stop just before the stop line. Be sure to use the handbrake. Don't wave any pedestrians across because they may not be ready to start crossing, so you don't want to pressure them, leave them to it. And the Pelican crossing includes the flashing amber phase, and that's followed by the green light. So the flashing amber means if there's anybody on the crossing, you must wait for them to complete the crossing. Now, even when the lights turn back to green, if they haven't completed the crossing, you must still stop and wait until they have.